What's up? It's Saturday, which means, well, normally, recently we've been playing Soma, but we finished that last week. So as you can see, we are in Wrath of the Righteous today. We're going to be going back and doing the two builds that I kind of forgot about. Hello, Ricardo. Hello, Taco Master. How are you both doing today? I definitely didn't wake up like 5 minutes, 10 minutes ago. Did not happen. No, I'm not late. I don't know what you're talking about. But we got two people to do today. We have Staunton Vayne, the updated build. Hello? Game? My keyboard is not currently interacting with the video game. Currently spamming the C button, nothing happening. Currently spamming the escape button, nothing happening. Alright, we're gonna... There we go. Had to alt-tab out and back in again. I don't know why that's a thing, but apparently that's a thing. Alright, so, Staunton Vayne starts off, he's a war priest. Starts off at level 10 already. Figure we just kind of hop into it, right? We start off with toughness, we got power attack, heavy armor focus, cleave, great cleave, selective channel, cleaving. Wait, you can get great cleave before cleaving finish? I did not. I thought. Wait. What? I never knew that. One second. Steam. Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. Yeah, 709 hours in Wrath of the Righteous. Almost 900 hours in Kingmaker. Just now learning that you don't actually need cleaving finish to get great cleave. Cool. There's a lot of things that I've learned about these games over the past week. Apparently, Vanish, Invis, and Greater Invis all give you separate plus 20s, and those plus 20s stack. So that's interesting. But yeah, okay, so we got selective channel, we got cleaving finish, we got great cleave, we got vital strike. Almost 1100 in Kingmaker, yeah. Nice, by the way. Sacred armor plus 2. I don't think that there's any other choices that we have here, it looks like. Oh, I guess we have the strength domain. Yeah. Searching for that goddamn base scroll. By the way, thank you very much for finding that. That actually opens up Rogue as a possible replacement for Inquisitor. For our level dip for all of the skill ranks. Or for all the class skills, I should say. For anybody not in the Discord, the Kingmaker speedrun is currently going through some changes. The premier Pathfinder speedrun router Zwango has been looking into the game again, and Taco Master here helped us by finding a Bane scroll, which apparently there's like one of in the entire fucking game, but it's really easy to find and right there on your way, and as you go through the game, so you don't need to go out of your way even to get it. Which allows us to not take Inquisitor potentially. If we don't take Inquisitor, we do lose the travel domain. Huh. That's thoughts for another time. Right now we need to focus on the build. Okay, so far he seems to be a pretty basic melee strength build. Right? Like if we go into his inventory, oh, he doesn't actually have any weapons. But okay, so he starts off with leading strike, which is okay. Angel Mythic Path cannot merge spellbooks with War Priest. Like a fun class to play. They have a good Mythic Path. Always a good Mythic Path. Legend is always a good go like War Priest Slayer or something. Slayer's like my go-to for the second class in Legend. It's just such a good just tack on class. Leading strike. I feel like leading strike at mythic rank 1 isn't the best, I don't think. Right, because it's per mythic rank, so it's only 1d6 extra damage at mythic rank 1. But by the time you get him, you are going to be at least mythic rank 3. So actually this will be an extra 3d6. We haven't done one of these in a while, so I do want to talk about I do want to go over things a little bit more in depth than I would have like when I was doing these every week. This is better in real time than it is in turn-based, right? Because in turn-based, you're going to do all of your hits in a row, and then your allies are going to go, and you will get one proc of this ability per round, right? Whereas in real time, everybody's attacking at once, so potentially you could get one of these every time you attack. So he attacks, somebody else's attack comes in, and then he attacks again, and then somebody else comes in, and then he attacks again. You know. Actually, that's one thing that I don't know. Is a War Priest... What BAB is a War Priest? He's 7, so he's average. He's okay, so he's mid. So he'll get what, 3 attacks? 3 attacks by the time he hits 20? Plus any haste. This is the difference. So this is the major change. Because these armor focus, these mythical armor focuses, these did not exist before the most recent major patch, right? So, while wearing heavy armor, whenever you hit a target with a melee attack, you deal additional slashing damage equal to 1d6 plus your armor's AC. And since he's going to be wearing full plate, that's basically going to be 1d6 plus 12. Right? Or potentially higher, right? Depending on the bonuses, the enhancement bonus. That's the word I'm looking for. Depending on the enhancement bonus to the armor's AC. So I think is full plate base 10. I think it's 9. Okay, I thought it was 10 for some reason. And then we get Mythic Charge. That's fine. Mythic Charge is fine. I think he's probably a decent charger. Is he? He's a dwarf, so he's a bit slower than most people. which actually kind of hurts charge a bit, right? Because if you're slower than the rest of your party, you are probably going to have a couple of people between you and the enemies whenever you try to charge. Could be taking rupture restraints. Yeah, he is a slow, yeah. Rupture restraints, last stand. Even something like enduring spells. As a war priest, I can only assume that their spells are mostly like they're the divine spells, so they'll have like a lot of buff spells in there. But like here's like I've mentioned this a few times over the course of these videos or streams. There's not a ton of great melee mythic abilities. Like he has Eagle Soul. Nice. Nice. One thing that I actually really like about the mythic abilities versus feats is maybe he's reach focused. Yeah, if he's reach focused, well, if he's reach focused, it's still, unfortunately, I don't think it matters. If you can get him to cast a level 25, you can get it to 24 hours. Yeah, that's a problem though. Right? Because you can't merge spell books because he's a companion. Huh. There's ways to get a non-merge spellbook to cast a level 25. I think it requires a rope because I looked this up to try and see if I could find a way to get haste to 24 hours in the speed run, and it's just not worth it. Unfortunately, it requires a robe that's like out of the way. Trying to think of what all. In the Isles DLC, you get a robe that gives you plus 3 caster level. Okay, well then with that and spell specialization, there you go. Okay, well that'll work. But what the thing that I was about to talk about is like casters mostly care about mythic abilities. There's a couple of mythic feats that casters care about, but not too many. Casters tend to care far more about mythic abilities, and physical attackers tend to care far more about mythic feats. Which is a dichotomy that I kind of like in this system. Like there's good like obviously there's things like rupture restraints and last stand that are good on just literally everybody, but there's far fewer vital mythic abilities for a physical attacker. But yeah, mythic charge, probably not the best thing that he could pick here, but it's not bad. It's not bad. And then we get power attack mythic, which he's going to be using. I would assume that he's going to be using pole arms or glaives. Sorry. Which means that he's going to be getting that +5 per stack of power attack, right? So this is a major increase in damage, right? This is basically a +3 to damage per stack of power attack. That's a huge, and then abundant casting. I mean, he is a spellcaster. But is this the best use of his mythic abilities? He still doesn't have a rupture restraints or a last stand. Hmm. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. All right. I am actually, because I just realized, I think I've cheated. All right, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go out here. We're gonna do this. I think I cheated because I gave him. I just used this to give him all of the levels and everything. Wait, why is he not respecable? Only reaches level 6. Only needs 2 of those abilities. Wait. Are you talking about spell level? Oh, spell level 6. Gotcha. Okay. So he would only need improved. He would need greater abundant casting. That still leaves him with only one other mythic ability, which we're gonna get him up to like level something. Try to remember what level we would need to get to. But anyway, we get improved critical. Now, my question is, improved critical what? Glaive. Okay, so we are focusing on glaives. That is confirmed now. It was... I was assuming he was going for glaives, but, you know, they like to fucking do weird stuff in these games sometimes. So, improved critical, always a good choice. Glaive, it's a good fucking weapon. Glaives are good. And Soul Shear is a really good glaive, so... what is he boosting? He is boosting strength as well, which is really good to see. Like to see that he only got his wisdom up to 16. I do find it interesting that his point buy seems to be really low, right? Because if he's boosting his strength, yes, you lose the undead companions. You actually have to kill them. I think you actually have to kill them as part of the legend quest. If you want to see what that looks like, or if you want to see what it looks like to go from Lich to Legend, you can watch my original playthrough of the game, because that's exactly what I did. But it's been a long time and I don't remember. But yeah, if we look at this, his strength only started at 18, right? Because he's at 21 and we're at level 12, so he's got 3 points into strength. Dex at 12. There's no whatsoever, right? The fucking... Alright, it looked like it was just a quick hiccup in the connection. It looks like we're back. Alright, anyway. So starting off with a strength of 18, dex of 12. I assume that the way that they deal with constitution point buy in undead is that they just count it as a 10. So you don't get any, but you don't lose any. Intelligence is down at 7. Wisdom is at 16. I mean, I guess maybe not. Maybe not. All right. I'm going to take a quick screenshot of that. After we finish this, I'm going to see what this point buy would look like. I'm going to see what this point buy would look like. Also, I did forget to check this. Lore religion. It looks fine. Yeah, the more that I look at it, I'm like, this is actually, if we count this as a 10, then this actually doesn't look terrible. But, like, I'm not sure if you would count this as a 10 or if you would count this as like a 0, right? And then you have a ton of points to use for everything else. But I guess that would be overpowered as fuck, right? Because you'd be able to get like 3 things to 20. Yeah. We'll see. We'll see what it looks like. I like I said, I got a screenshot of these stats, and we'll take a look at that. But yeah, improved cleaving finish. That's a good feat. We've already got the rest of the cleaves, and now that it's confirmed that we are using a reach weapon, cleave is even better. That would be broken. Oh yeah. That's kind of why I trailed off a little bit there. I was like, oh yeah, that's gonna be. Like I said, you can get like 3 to level 20, right? Or 3 to 3 stats all the way up to 20 or 18, I guess. All right. I guess we'll just go all the way up to level 20 and then we'll finish the mythic feats. Blind fight. This is the first real trash feat that we found. Like, normally I'm like really against toughness and heavy armor focus, but like since I don't know. I've kind of warmed a little bit to toughness, especially on a class like this that gets consistent extra feats. You have enough feats to play with that you can fit this one in. It's like if you're a cleric or something, where you don't really get anything extra, and you only have 10 feats to play with, or maybe 11. And one of them is toughness, then that's a little bit concerning. But here we have blind fight, which doesn't really help us at all, right? What could we get instead? What is focus strength? Oh, this is one of the new ones, right? Or is this not? I think this is one of the new feats. We could get greater weapon focus. Wait, do we? Hi, could you not with the microphone? Loki. Do war priests get weapon focus? Because we got greater weapon focus here. Q, we can make Jaethal be revived by Pharasma. She starts with 14 con, but if you respec her, con is only 10. Interesting. Yeah. Charged with power of his faith and digit in favor of weapon of his Yeah, they get access to they get access to fighter feats, it looks like. I'm just curious where his weapon focus comes from. Because obviously we don't have anything here. So where does this weapon focus come from? Between clerics and paladins? That seems fair. That seems like a fair enough statement to make. Spontaneous inflict wouldn't have anything to do with that. Does strength give that? Ignore the movement penalties caused by wearing medium or heavy armor. This is useless to him. He's a dwarf. He doesn't get affected by heavier. He doesn't get affected by that stuff anyway. But second part could potentially be good. Right, can add your strength. saving throws that would leave you entangled, staggered, or paralyzed. War Priest thing at the bottom? Wait. War Priest can designate a weapon as a sacred weapon by selecting that weapon with the weapon focus feat. If he has multiple weapon focus feats, this ability applies to all of them. Whenever the War Priest hits a sacred... But that's not what this says. This says that if you choose weapon focus, then you get this ability. This isn't saying that this is now giving you weapon focus. Right? In addition to the favored weapon of his deity, the War Priest can designate a weapon as a sacred weapon by selecting that weapon with the weapon focus feat. If he has multiple weapon focus feats, this ability applies to all of them. Whenever the War Priest hits with the sacred weapon... Yeah, it doesn't say that he also gets weapon focus for them. And if that is what it is, then this is worded really poorly. Like, I keep thinking it's this because it literally says WF as in weapon focus. But it's not. It's negative energy fervor. But yeah, I guess it's this one. I guess it's this. But this is just garbled English. Deity favorite. But his deity is me, and I don't have a favored weapon. But, oh well. Anyway, we're getting blind fight. I would prefer greater weapon focus. That's basically what we're trying. That's basically all I'm trying to say here. I would prefer greater weapon focus. I was just trying to figure out how the hell he has access to it when there's no weapon focus on his build right now. So yeah, we could do that. Outflank, obviously, but he's never going to take it because it's an auto build. And they never take these things. I'm actually curious. Ah, damn it. Oh yeah, weapon specialization is also a thing. Yeah, either greater weapon focus or weapon specialization. One of those two, instead of blind fight, would be way better. Way, way, way better. Blind fight is pretty trash. Your weapon focus free was sacred? Let's find out. Nothing about weapon focus, no. Nope. Nothing. Speaking of nothing, we get nothing at level 12. Oh yeah. I kind of mentioned this, but I didn't actually talk about it. Lore religion. If you're going to have one skill, if you can have one skill, I don't think lore religion is the one to go with. Doesn't say, but you choose it at start when you make a character. I hate when they do that. I hate when they do that. Like, here's all your class abilities. Except for all of these other hidden ones that we're not going to tell you, but you get them when you level up. Motherfucker, isn't that what this whole chart is for? This whole chart is to tell you what your abilities are when you take this class. So dumb. He should have either perception or athletics. I think perception is probably the best thing that he can have. All right. He was a man of religion. Was he? Was he though? I never got that vibe off of him. He was definitely uh kind of over all of it. Like he might know, like I mean, I guess you could argue that he knows a lot about religion. Wasn't that 70 or 80 years ago though? Trigger for stealing a relic. But like that's the thing, he didn't steal the relic per se. I don't, it's been a while since I've actually gone and deep dived into him. But like here's the thing, like you could, like 70 years is a long time to forget things and to focus on other skills, right? Like hell, I can't remember shit from 70 days ago, let alone 70 years ago. Um like if we're talking pure power gaming, either perception or athletics is obviously the way to go, right? Um Lower religion, yeah. Yeah. Worship Saren Ray, you can invite him to change gods, and he says that you can't really do that. Cannot abandon Torag even if he rejects him. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, I never worship Saren Ray because I kind of hate her. I think that like in the Pathfinder lore, Saren Ray is why the most evil of evil things is still around. So she can kind of fuck off. Like Saren Ray literally spared Ravagug from death. And Ravagug is literally just, I want to destroy existence. And it's like, all right, calm the fuck down. I mean, it is. His intelligence is a 7. So you are absolutely correct there, Matt. And that is exactly what it is. So we get critical focus and improved vital strike. The unfortunate thing, why do they always do this? They get vital strike on people that don't have full BAB. So they get vital strike on people that can't get greater vital strike. So dumb. It's greater vital strike. Oh, we can't. All right. You know what? Vital. Greater vital strike. Base attack bonus. Wait, 16. Wait. Yeah. Okay. Why does it say that the current value is 15? That's a fucking lie. Unless, wait. Wait. Do they have something that allows them to use their level as their BAB in terms of feats? If so, that's interesting. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see what happens next. He's not full BAB, though. We just checked. Base attack bonus at level 20 is plus 15. He's not full BAB. We know that. Gets a whole bunch of new spells, Sacred Armor, which allows him to do a whole bunch of stuff, Sacred Weapon +4, all that good stuff. All right, so yeah, so it's using his level. It's a War Precinct. Okay, okay. It's using his level for it. Okay, that's fine. He is getting improved initiative. Okay, so here's the problem that I have now. He just picked up improved initiative when we have a whole lot of other feats that we could be making use of, right? I mentioned greater weapon focus. We have weapon specialization. We now have greater vital strike. All of these things he can now make use of. And you kind of want all three of those, right? Because if you get greater weapon focus, greater vital strike, and you get weapon specialization, you would kind of also want to get greater weapon specialization, right? So that's 4 feats and we only have 3 left. So honestly, if we were to replace blind fight and improved initiative, we could get all 4 of those. But improved initiative is also really fucking good. I think that I would prefer the others on this build. Definitely greater vital strike, right? If we're going down that path, you need to get all 3. You're just cutting off your own leg if you don't have all 3 vital strike feats. So, okay, so we do get it here. Ah, it's not even that good. It's +4 initiative. Which is good. Like, +4 initiative is really good. Yeah, exactly, Taco. Blind Fight is useless in Wrath. In Kingmaker, it's almost required, right? At least if you're playing the game normally. And you're not skipping the entirety. So a total of +5? Wait. Oh. Wait, okay, you were talking about his entire... I thought you were talking about just the feat. I gotcha. Only one Owlcat actually takes weapon specialization? Well, the thing about weapon specialization... weapon specialization is fighter only. Right? So they're very limited on the number of people that even can take weapon specialization. I think it's literally Staunton here, Wendu, and if you're talking about Ulbrig, I don't know if he can. Does Shifter get access to fighter feats? I can't remember. It's been a long time since I did Shifter. Some characters can stack up to 30. Yeah. If he takes the mythic one, then that makes it better, but that's also a mythic feat that he's not using for another mythic feat. Which we'll have to look at. We'll go through those here in a moment. You get both weapon specialization. Yeah. But that's an archetype that nobody uses. At least not in the companions. So yeah, okay, so we got greater vital strike. If he doesn't get... Excuse me, game? There'll be a thing missing here. Alright. Well... Let's see what else we get. So, yeah, the Autobuild broke. Okay, here. Let's do this. We're gonna respec him. Alright, so we got improved critical. Great. Mythic. Leading strike. Great. Mythic. Armor focus mythic. We did that one. Yep. Mythic charge, yep. Power attack mythic, yep. Roof cleaving finish. We're just gonna go through these. Abundant casting, yep, we saw that one. Okay, so this is where we're at. Okay. So mythic armor focus, heavy armor avoidance. Wearing your heavy armor, you add half your strength bonus to your AC instead of your dex bonus. Bonus is not limited by the maximum dex bonus allowed by your armor. Ooh. I like this. So this actually gets so powerful, right? Because you could, so we're at, what, 22? What's our strength at? We were at 21 at level 12. Oh, shit, that means that we're going to be at an odd number. So we'll be at 23 at level 20. And then if we just max them out, right? You give a +8 strength belt. So that's 31. And then you give legendary proportions, which I can't remember if it's a +6 or a +8. We'll say +6. That's 31. That's 37. Right? So that'd be a +13. A +13 to strength, which is I would assume that it rounds down. So that's a +6 to your AC. There are no +8 belts in the main campaign, only in the DLC. Really? All right, well, it actually that doesn't actually change it because we're rounding down, so that actually only, it's still a +6 to your AC. So yeah, that's a plus. This is a potential +6 to AC. Once you have things like legendary proportions, max strength belts, stuff like that. And then if you start getting into like the books, like if you use the strength book on him, you could get him even higher. Yeah, this could be pretty good. All right, and then we get Thundering Blows. Once per round, when your melee attack misses a target, deal 2d6 plus 1d6 per 2 mythic rank sonic damage to all enemies in 10-foot radius. Let's say dex boosts, but those are pretty easy. If you don't know that too. What are you doing over there, getting into trouble? Those don't help us here. Neither does this that much, right? At most, it's 76 damage, sonic damage to all enemies. It is an AoE, but it's only 10-foot radius, which isn't that big of an AoE. But it is still an AoE. If there's a lot of melee enemies, then that's going to do a lot of damage to them. But we still don't have anything like Rupture Restraints or Last Stand. That's the thing that I'm worried about. And we also took Abundant Casting, which gives us 1 through 3, but we don't have 4 through 6. With improved Abundant Casting, like it started a thing and it didn't finish it, which feels bad. And there's also other things that you would want to get as a melee. Like I said, Rupture Restraints, Last Stand. Those are the two stand-in, or like the two like staples that you kind of want on any melee build. There's the improved initiative that I think is weird. Weapon focus mythic. Okay, this is something that I was really hoping to not see. because we don't have greater weapon focus. So this is only a +1. This is literally the exact same as us getting greater weapon focus, because it's only a +1 to our attacks. We are now not oh no, wait, sorry, this is only level 8. We still have level 10. I think the single most important mythic feat that we can get, the single most important one that we can get, is Vital Strike mythic. We need this. Rupture Restraints is not that useful for undead companions. Undead units are immune to most stuff covered by release. Are they? I don't tend to think about the undead aspect that much. I don't know what all it gives, if I'm going to be entirely honest. So if I am wrong on that point, which I guess I could check it out here once I get done here, right? We do get Last Stand though, so at least we get that one. We just don't get improved abundant casting at all. All right, level 18, we get the Greater Vital Strike. Level 19, yeah, it just breaks at level 19. That's really fucking weird. Yeah, and this is the shit thing. We actually can't see. We actually cannot see what the final part of the auto build is, because I can't get to level 19. I can't get to level 19, which is required in the respec. Oh man. All right. Oh, we can't just do this. Yeah, I literally just did that. Improve gross. Okay, so that's real shit. They just fucking took a shotgun to their own foot with this build. You need Vital Strike mythic. I'm playing RT. What is RT? Rogue Trader. Oh no, I understand fully. I understand fully how jank these games can be. Trust me, I know. But yeah, they really fucked this build right here. So the reason that I say this, controversy with that game going on right now. Uh-oh. I've heard nothing about it. Whatever you. So let's talk about this. All right, Vital Strike mythic. Whenever you use Vital Strike, Improved Vital Strike, or Greater Vital Strike to multiply the number of dice you roll for damage, you also multiply your Strength bonus, Weapons enhancement bonus, and other bonuses that would normally be multiplied on a critical hit by the same number. Extra damage from sources that wouldn't normally be multiplied on a critical hit isn't multiplied by this feat. Something about them not delivering the SE version of the game. What does the standard edition? Special edition? Oh, you mean like a collector's edition kind of thing? Like that. There's like the $60 and then like the $120 or $80 one. Oh shit. That is definitely not something you want to do as a developer. You definitely have to do those right. So yeah, just to be clear what we're dealing with here with Vital Strike, right? Vital Strike only increases the number of damage dice you are rolling. So we're using a glaive, right? That's what we're using. Let me do a thing real quick. Glaive Pathfinder. So glaive is 1d10 damage. So with greater vital strike, that just means that we are now doing 3d10 damage. Plus our strength bonus, plus any enhancement bonuses, plus anything else. It doesn't even increase the enhancement bonuses. So if it's a +5 glaive, it's still only 3d10 plus 5, not 3d10 plus 15. Our strength bonus, all of that stuff. Like, this is going to, and the bonuses on average, and hell, once you get to super high levels, your bonuses are going to do more damage than the damage dice. So this right here is going to allow you to add bonuses that are greater than the total potential of the damage dice. Because I believe this also includes the power attack bonus damage. As it says here, enhancement bonus. So, what did we say we would get our strength to? Like a 31? Like a +12, basically? So instead of +12 to damage, your strike would be +36. I think we're also, because of power attack mythic, we're at what? 4... So 12, so that'd be 3. So that's an extra 15 damage. So instead of 15 damage, that's another 45. Right? Yeah. So we got 36, 45, and then an extra 10, right? From 5 to 10, or from 5 to 15. For the enhancement bonus for the weapon, because we're assuming a +5 glaive at this point. Like, just the power attack bonus will more than double the amount of damage that you are dishing out, or will get close to it. 6 from belt, 6 from legendary proportions, +4 from Eagle Soul. Is Eagle Soul like a morale bonus to strength? Or something like that, or a luck bonus to strength? I can't remember. I guess we could finish the build and look, right? Yeah, we just don't have a feat here at level 19, by the way. Sacred. I always forget about Sacred. But yeah, nothing fun at level 20, just a useless +1 to strength, because God forbid they ever leave an odd number stat in the build. I don't know. It's fucking dumb. Get aspect of war. Nice. It's not a choice, though, so we don't care about it. Yeah, that's Staunton. That's the Staunton Vayne auto build. It's broken right now because there's no feat at level 19. Fun stuff. Fun stuff. All right. Overall, look here. Ignore the 15 billion spell slots. Don't worry about it. Eagle Soul. There we go. +2. It's a +4 bonus to strength, not a +6. But regardless, like regardless of what other things that he can do, not take, like, the point has already been made, right? Like, just between power attack and strength bonuses, you're losing out on more damage than you would have. than you can currently possibly do. You're losing out on more damage than you can possibly do currently, just from strength and power attack bonus, not even the weapon enhancement bonus. Hi, buddy. All right, let me undead. Okay. Undead creature. There we go. No con score. Instead uses charisma. Immunity, bleed, petrification, death effects, disease, paralysis, poison, sleep effects, and stunning. This actually does not get rid of many of the potential effects that rupture restraints would get rid of. It gets rid of some of them for sure, but not all of them. So you can argue that there's a place for rupture restraints in this build, but it is weaker than it would otherwise be if he was just a living creature, right? Yeah. Oh yeah, by the way, sacred weapon as well. All right. Anyway, we're gonna leave that one. We're gonna load in this file here, and we're gonna take a look at Evil Arueshalae. We're gonna see just how good, because I've heard nothing but good things about her auto build. I've heard that she is one of the best built characters in the game, very, very useful, and definitely an improvement over her neutral and or good counterpart. So let's take a look. Let's take a look. Arueshalae. Oh, apparently. Wait, does she start at level 17? Wait, why can't I respec her? Why is this not a thing? Excuse me? Yeah, you can't go beyond what +5, but you can put things in like burning and stuff, which I can't remember off the top of my head if that stuff gets multiplied on a crit. The all portrait is cool at least. Yeah. I'm just not sure why I can't respec her right now. Here, we're just gonna pick random things until she stops. Huh. High Lord? Yeah, so I can... Oh. Oh, it's a different... Oh, okay. Never mind. Different Arueshalae. Okay. Apparently there were 2 Arueshalaes in the party. It's fine. Don't worry about it. We found it, though. We got there. One other thing. Difficulty, story. Okay. Respec. Everything's fine. Okay, first off, let's take a look at what we got so far. We're only going to look at feats first, and then we're going to make our way down, because I'm pretty sure that once we start getting down here, things are going to go off the rails real fucking quick. Oh, yeah. There was no respec button for that particular Arueshalae, though. That was the issue. Also, welcome in, Igor. How you doing? So obviously point blank shot. We then get precise shot. Duh. Rapid shot. Deadly aim. Many shot. Clustered shots. Improved critical longbow. Point blank master weapon focus longbow. Critical focus. Improved precise shot. And hammer the gap. Overall, that's a pretty like, yeah. Yes, these are the things that you're gonna want to take on a ranged build overall. Not a fan of hammer the gap, as always. It's a real trash ability. But the point that her build falls apart, from what I've heard, once we get into these right here, the favored enemies. So, what are our favorite enemy? What are our favorite enemies in this very demon-heavy enemy game? Well, about humans. And more humans. And more humans. And then how about we get some dwarves in there? And more dwarves. And then how about we get some elves? And halflings. All of those halflings and elves that we fight in this game. I think I can count on one hand the number of halflings that we fight in the entire fucking game. And I think they're all in Canabras. It's fine. We're boosting up Dex. Unfortunately, it's once again gonna be an odd number at the end of the thing. Because Owlcat refuses to ever. Maybe Nura. Yeah, I guess Nura is a halfling that you fight after Canabras. But it's still before you get... You don't even fight Curl, do you? It's been so long since I've done that quest, I can't even remember anymore. Owlcat, why can't you make the main stat of your characters even at 20? Why is this such a difficult concept? I know that he gets possessed. I do remember that. I just don't remember if he ends up being somebody that you have to fight towards the end, or if you... Obviously, there's a boss fight of some kind. I just can't remember what it is. All right, what stats do we got? Mobility, trickery, stealth, knowledge, arcana, perception, persuasion. All of these make sense. I feel like knowledge world would also make sense, but you would have to argue which one of these you would get rid of. They're the same as the good Aru. That makes sense. Like, the skills wouldn't change, right? The skills wouldn't change. Because she's still the same person. She's just, you know, went down a different path. Yeah, that's fine. I'm okay with that. Not okay with this. Not okay with all of the fucking stupid favorite enemy bonuses. Alright, let's talk about her mythic path, because her mythic path is also... Fuck off! Such trash! Get this out of this game. She knows shit about Galarian. I always thought of Knowledge World as more of a instant enemy makes those decisions kind of irrelevant. Maybe. It is a spell with a limited number of uses, right? Like, you can't just spam it on everybody, whereas... So you lose the stacking bonus. That's true. You're not going to get as much from instant enemy as you would from the passive. B, it's a passive versus something that you have to activate and cast on every enemy, which is really annoying. And C, it's a spell, and we only have a certain number of spell slots. So we would have to be casting it. Knowledge, history, local nobility, linguistics. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. I kind of, like, whenever I think knowledge world, I just think of, like, worldly knowledge, which is very different. I know it is. But, like, that's where my head goes to. That's where my brain goes. And I was like, yeah, she obviously would, like, basically street smarts kind of a thing, right? But yeah, that makes sense that she wouldn't have that, actually, now that you say that. Fine. By the way, this is shit. This is shit. Always a chance needs to get out of this game forever. It's terrible. It's trash. It's one of the worst things in the game. It's so stupid. Like, hey, would you like to, at best, negate a 5% failure state? Oh, it's local, I think? Maybe. I don't know. Well, like, knowledge local is, like, knowledge of this area in particular. So, like, knowledge of different, you know, important people in that area, or, you know, maybe the terrain, or how the town is laid out. Whereas I'm talking about more like just general knowledge of how things work. Gotta know how to tempt you. Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, 100%. Like, her skills definitely make sense. But anyway, besides this, besides always a chance, deadly aim mythic is fine. Exposed vulnerability, fine. I'm not a huge fan of exposed vulnerability, especially if we, because this is kind of like the way that I think about it. This is kind of the ranged equivalent of leading strike. I know there are important differences between the two, but for all intents and purposes, this is you're attacking things and you eventually get debate with CRPG bro. Is he the guy that really likes always a chance? I'll fight him. I'll fight him on that. Always a chance is trash. I don't know him. I've heard people talk about him in chat a couple of times. I have not watched any of his stuff. But I'll fight him on always a chance. It is the most win more thing that I've ever seen in my life. It is the single most win more thing that I've ever seen. It's like, your attack bonus is so high. Well, Ever Ready is good. Ever Ready is good. I used to think that it was bad, but that's because I didn't read the whole thing. Like, Ever Ready got better whenever I actually read the full ability. Because I literally just I was like, this gives you 2 extra attacks of opportunity. I was like, how often are you going to trigger those? And then I started thinking about all of the different ways that you can trigger attacks of opportunity, and it got better. And then I read the rest of the ability where it's like you get all these bonuses to the attack and damage rolls, and I was like, oh, okay, never mind. No. Ever Ready's good. Um, Ever Ready is good. Always a Chance is fucking trash. And I'll find anybody that says otherwise. But yeah, Expose Vulnerability. Back to this one. I think that this is worse, especially at lower difficulties. And this is kind of going back to something that I would talk about quite a bit in my auto build judgments. Nobody is going to be using auto builds on high difficulties. Matt, it's the exact opposite. There's anti-synergy with the Trickster because the Trickster negates the Nat 1 already. You're just doubling up on a thing. Like, Always a Chance is a worse version of the Trickster ability. The Trickster ability turns a Nat 1 into a Nat 20. This one just removes the mischance from the Nat 1. So you actually don't want to take, like, Always a Chance is useless if you're a Trickster. Even more useless than it is normally. Because at least normally you can negate that 5% mischance if your attack bonus is 20 higher than their AC. Why does this exist? Why does this exist? So, actually, here's a funny thing. When I first played this game, I took Always a Chance on everybody. I took it on everybody. Do you know why? Because I got this one and the Trickster ability swapped. I thought that they were the opposites. I thought that this one was Nat 1s or Nat 20s. I was like, oh shit, that's overpowered as fuck. So I took it on everybody. And then I read it. And I saw what it actually did. And I got upset. Because I just wasted so many mythic abilities on so many characters. I think I respect everybody at that point. Or something. It's been a while. I can't remember. But anyway. Yeah, on lower difficulties, it's very rare for an enemy to live long enough for that third hit to trigger Expose Vulnerability's damage. 9, there comes a point where your energy blast only miss on a 1, falls into the 95% accuracy roll. I guess that's if you're somebody with a good attack bonus and you're attacking touch AC only, Always a Chance could be useful. That's true. That is that one are pretty common. That is like a specific case that I didn't think about, but I think that that's like the only one. Like, I don't even think that you take Always a Chance on like touch AC casters, right? Because their attack bonus isn't gonna be high enough to make use of it. No. Somebody with a high attack bonus. Ember is not going to have a super high attack bonus because she's a full caster, so she's gonna have half BAB, right? Nat 20 is not guaranteed hit on you. That could be good. That could be good. Yeah, like I think it's all, I think it is specifically like Kineticist might be one of the only ones, or maybe a Magus that focuses on touch attacks. Yeah, that's also true. Most ray attacks are like, well, Scorching Ray, Hellfire Ray, they're going to be shooting multiple ones. Whereas, hey, you two play nice. Whereas Kinetic Blast is a one and done. Yeah, the gloves that give +4 to range touch. Yeah. Yep. But yeah, with the exposed vulnerability, not a fan of it. I would not take it myself. Rapid Shot Mythic is great. It just gives you a +2 on all attacks. Cleaving Shot is best in slot Mythic ability for ranged attackers. Point Blank Shot Mythic. What else do we got? Weapon Focus Mythic. We don't actually have that many mythic feats that are super good for her, so Point Blank Shot Mythic. I mean, it's a +1 to both attack and damage, so it's like it's objectively better than Weapon Focus Mythic right now. So yeah, I guess Point Blank Shot Mythic is fine. All right, Ranging Shots. Ranging Shots is the second best ranged feat mythic ability. That's the word. Arueshalae needs Master Shapeshifter. I don't think Arueshalae needs anything. Arueshalae's busted as fuck regardless. Have you seen her stats? Now, granted, I don't know what kind of actually. Oh no, this is just flat. There's no fucking bonus. These are without items on her. This is without items on her. Oh, no. I'm saying, yes, I understand what you're saying is that she gets it basically for free. Master Shapeshifter, she basically gets it for free. However, I'm saying that this lady is so busted stat-wise that need is a strong term. What the fuck is this and why is it on my range character? This is trash. Get this out of here. 41 to 49 point buy. That's fucking insane. Like, if we're doing Evil Arueshalae, flaying critical, like, I get it. This is a new feat and it didn't exist before. But flaying critical would actually fit thematically, right? Improved initiative could be good for her. She does a lot of damage. Sickening critical. As much as I don't like critical feats on bows because they have the nat 20 crit range, right? She's got improved critical, so she's got that widened to 19 to 20, but it's still only a 10%. So 10% to get like sickening critical or flaying critical off or something like that. And like, while I am what would you do if she didn't? Yeah, she picked Hammer the Gap before we could even start leveling her. This is her first level choice that we've had since we recruited her, right? She starts at level 16. And her first feat that we get to see her take is fucking dodge. Proof critical mythic, longbow. This is a lot of fucking it's a lot of investment into criticals for a 10% chance. Well, yeah, it's like fucking I think Galfrey was a 14. Right? I'm pretty sure Galfrey was a level 14 companion, so this like tells me, because I have no idea when she's actually recruited. I was sent this save file. I do not have the heart to break Galfrey back down to being evil. Galfrey. Arueshalae. Galfrey was evil the whole time. Yeah, I know I was just talking about flaying critical or sickening critical or something like that. I don't know. I guess I guess you could. You could argue that Mythic Improved Critical is probably the best one that she had access to there. The bigger they are... as was mentioned earlier, Master Shapeshifter is really good. Last Stand is there still. The bigger they are is not terrible. I used to consider these three, Cleaving Shot, Ranging Shots, and the bigger they are, to be like the golden three for ranged characters, but I think the bigger they are is less useful than I originally thought it was back in the day. So I think that we would avoid you. Definitely I would go with Rupture Restraints, like I said, go with Last Stand, potentially. Probably less Last Stand than Rupture Restraints. Although, with her stats, her saves are gonna be fucking insane. So maybe she doesn't even need Rupture Restraints because she's gonna save against everything anyway. I don't know, maybe Enduring Spells. Obviously, Master Shapeshifter is better. Like, it's the best one that we could get. Good for late game, and you get her late game. Her will is still bad? Well, let's find out. What is her will? Oh, yeah, her will save is still a +7. Wow, really? Well, I guess her wisdom is only a +2. It's not a +7 or a +8 like some of her other stats. Insanity. Insanity. Uh, this... If you do the good ending, she gets a +4 luck bonus to all her saves. Oh, really? Interesting. I did not know that. Only casters have good will progression. Yeah, that's fair. Ugh. I was just expecting her insane stats to carry her regardless. But I guess that's not entirely true. Because, like, honestly, the only two stats that are, like, super busted are her dex and charisma. I mean, well, I guess, like, relative to the rest of them. But, like, relative to, like, a normal build, these are all, like, 8 higher than they should be. Like, her fucking... Yeah, the more I look at it, Jesus Christ, these numbers are insane. High wisdom and they have good will save progression. I think the paladins are the tanks of all saves. Because you just stack that charisma and you're fucking good to go. But yeah, I think we've talked about this one enough. Obviously, Master Shapeshifter is the best one. The bigger they are, it's okay. It's okay. You are gonna fight a lot of big enemies towards the late game, but yeah. Toughness? Fuck off. Wait. No, we do have Point Blank Master, right? Yeah, we already do. Okay. I mean, like, honestly, of all of these, as we just found out, her will save is pretty shit. If we're gonna be taking any of these, I would actually take Iron Will. Like, legitimately. Fucking god damn it, you guys. Stop it! Toughness is bad. On ranged characters. In on-range characters. I even argued for toughness on Staunton. I think the toughness on Staunton is a good idea. On Arueshalae, who's a ranged character, you should not be taking too much fucking HP damage. Toughness is fucking stupid. Especially if she fucking fails her will save to a confusion effect and she murders the rest of your fucking team. I don't know. Maybe take Iron Will instead of toughness. Just a thought. You know, people, oh yeah. It's the same as them not taking, I kind of consider it the same way that they're never going to take Outflank or any of those. They want a build that is as fucking hell. Literally the worst. The worst fucking crit feat. And they take it. Why? What is their fucking obsession with the staggering critical? It's the worst. If you're gonna take critical feat, take sickening. If you're gonna take 2 critical feats, take tiring into exhausting. It's easy. It's fucking easy. Stop it with staggering. It's fucking bad. Moving on. Flawless attacks. At least she didn't take toughness mythic. Actually, I think flawless attacks is fine on her. The only good teamwork feat? The one that gives you an extra plus 1d6 damage is not bad. I don't mind that one. And the isn't there one that gives you a bonus? Wait. I already forgot what all the fucking teamwork feats were. Shake it off. Oh yeah, the one that gives you a bonus to saves. That one's pretty decent. Because that one stacks the more people are around. Isn't sickening a poison effect? Sickening. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Not necessarily. Oh. All right. Sure, why not? More gnomes. More gnomes. Yep. Well, not more gnomes. Just gnomes in general. More dwarves, though. Hate this. This is so dumb. Why? I get it. She's evil. Doesn't mean that she has to be stupid. Find Evil Aru close to the section in which you find the Jubilost random encounter. I forgot that was a thing. So, how many gnome enemies are there in the game? I'm trying to think. Is the necromancer in Canabras a gnome? Or is he a halfling? Because there's the necromancer that's got all the zombies around him in Canabras. And that guy's either a gnome or a halfling, and I can't remember which. And I just remember that he's a shorty boy. But beyond that, where do you get these? Why is this a thing that you chose? Oh man, it's RP relevant. Fuck that. He is a gnome. Starts at... Okay. Well, congratulations. If we time travel at level 20 back to Canabras, she could get a fucking +2 against that guy. Because it's going to be so relevant to that particular fight. Level 20 Arueshalae. There's one bandit leader who starts combat with an invis potion, but that's an act 2. Even better. You can fight Jubilost. Alright, so we're up to 3. 3 in total. And I don't think any of those 3 are available to you once you hit level 20. I think you run into all of them before you hit level 20. You can't attack him. I mean, I guess if you want to. I don't know why you would. Man. This makes no fucking... It's just like, yeah, we just want her to hate all of the good races, quote unquote. Like, all of the default, like, basic bitch fantasy races. We want her to be evil, so she will be favored enemy to all of them. Stupid. Stupid. I'm actually curious. What is her reason? Rilu is a gnome. Fuck off. What is her reason to stay with you and continue fighting with you once she goes evil? What is her reasoning behind staying with you and fighting with you? Is it just that you're the strongest, so she's staying with you so you don't kill her too, or something? Because, like, if you're an angel, she attacks you. But how would you... What, like... That's some fucking weird-ass... That's some weird-ass, gameplay that you got going on if you're an angel and you convince Arueshalae to go evil again. Like, if you're any of the good mythic paths and you make Arueshalae go evil, I question what the hell you're doing in this game. Like, how did you manage this? You can do it? I mean, I guess, yeah, you can, but it doesn't make any sense. Like, if you're an RP person, like, I'm going to be a good angel, but I'm also going to convince this demon to go back to what she used to be and become evil again and fuck people to death again. What? It's making no sense. Oh, hey, look, it's this one. How many classes have this exact ability? Like, don't call it anything different. It's the exact same ability on every single one of these classes. It's fort save or die. Like, how many? Evil Aru tries to kill you later and gets killed. That doesn't surprise me in the slightest. Kind of one of the most evil options in the game. It should be an immediate evil. Yeah, I agree. 100%. Like, if you do this, if you convince her to go back to this, instead of trying to help her through whatever it is, try to help her through what she's dealing with. Not whatever it is she's dealing with. I know what she's dealing with. I've gone through this game multiple times. Like, yeah, you should no longer be allowed to be like, you should immediately be shifted all the way to evil. Man, okay, so like I'm sitting here, I'm thinking about Woljif and Greybore as demon MCs ruling Arueshalae. Interesting. Interesting. So I'm sitting here, I'm thinking about how you would change these abilities. And like, for all I know, this is how they actually could be set up. I doubt it. These games are pretty much spaghetti code. Um, like, because I feel like each of these is an individually coded ability instead of one ability that's coded into each bards, rogues, inquisitors. On top of my head, they all have the instant KO button. Yeah. Um, because like what you could have here is like the DC of the save is equal to 10 plus half the SP. Um, like wait, this has to be 10. This has to be 10. This is a level 20 only ability. So you could actually just cut this part out and just say 20 plus your spellcasting modifier, which in her case is charisma. Do all of those have that? Here we're gonna go back to the main menu. By the way, her actual feats are not bad. Her mythic abilities and everything are not bad. Especially for the most part. It's her favorite enemies, which are absolute trash. Fucking story difficulty, it doesn't actually matter. Custom character. Alright. This doesn't matter. This also doesn't matter. This doesn't matter. Actually, we're gonna do human. None. Alright. Wait, what? Okay. So, okay, we have 5 points left after. Remember, because I was gonna go through and I wanted to check Staunton's build. I wanted to check Staunton's stat build. And if we do this, so his point buy is 20. Actually. His actual point buy is 20. Alright. Now. Oh, yeah. You're right. Let's check Dwarf. He was basic. Oh, it's a 25. Oh, wait. It's a 22? Or a 23? Yeah, I did forget. 18, 12, 10, 7, 16, 12. Yeah. So it's a 23 point buy. Fucking weird. Okay. I'm just going to go through real quick. Ah, this one's a will save. Maybe those two were in Constitution. He was alive before you killed him. Yeah, but I don't know. I guess if you're being raised as an undead, doesn't necessarily mean that your ability scores would change. So you would just lose any that you put into con, which sucks. Huh. I'm going to run to the bathroom real quick. I'll be back in just a second. And we will look at some other random things, I guess. Alright, I'm back. I have returned. Okay, so looking at these. So this one is a will save, still DC 10 plus half the bard's level, which is stupid because it's level 20 guaranteed. Like, yeah, you could literally just change this to DC 10 plus bard's charisma mod. Or DC 20, sorry. Like, that saves a whole lot of, you know, plus half the bard's level. No, you could just replace that with a 2 here instead of a 1. And you're good to go. Cavalier that just got the Supreme Charge, which might as well be a... I mean, it's not even a save or die. It's just we do enough damage to kill you. Usually. Cleric doesn't get shit, ever. It's actually kind of funny how little Cleric ever gets. Druid doesn't get... Wait, what? Really? I didn't even remember that. I don't even remember that. They don't even get any wild shapes after level fucking 12? That's weird. Fighter, they just confirm all crits, yeah. Hunter, do they get one? Nope. Inquisitor. Yep, fort save or die. Hey, look at that. DC is 20 plus their wisdom mod. Kineticist doesn't get one. Yeah. Magus doesn't get one, right? Nope. Monk. Nope. Oriacle. Nope. Paladin wouldn't. Ranger. Yep, they get the Master Hunter, the save or die. Rogue gets it. Save or die. Shaman get one? No. Shifter? No. Right? No. Scald should. No? Wait, really? That's really fucking weird. I expected for sure that they would. Yeah, the spelling's not the same every time, and sometimes it's a will save, sometimes it's a fort save. But, like, overall, it's the exact same ability every single time. The wording might be slightly different, but the ability itself is the exact same. You could literally copy-paste the spell description in every single one of them, change will save and fort save out, and charisma or wisdom, if necessary, or when necessary. And you're good to go. Like, Slayer, I'm sure, has it, right? Yeah, fort save or die. Sorcerer won't have it. War Priest won't have it. Witch and Wizard won't have it. Yeah, I feel like should be one that's a reflex save. I feel like a rogue one might be a reflex save. That would make kind of sense. Ugh. You know what we could do? This is something that we could do. I'm going to take a look at this build and compare it to Staunton's old one. And we're going to see what the difference is. Because we got about 40 minutes before the stream is supposed to end. We got some time to fuck around a bit. Let's see what the difference is between the old and the new. We're just gonna go through real quick. We're just gonna. Can I just respec him? Yeah. Feet. We have feet. Okay. Let's take a look at this. All right, I'm gonna screenshot that. Please do it. Do the thing. Let's try this again. Why does it sometimes just not work? Mostly are on the differences are mostly on the attributes. Well, like the thing is, well, it can't be all because these two don't exist. The two weapon mythic armor focuses. Those were not a thing in the past just in the past. All right, so for whatever reason my screenshot is not working, so we're just gonna look at this. I wonder if Arueshalae looking through her class, weapon focus longbow, critical focus, improve precise shot, hammer the gap, dodge, toughness, and staggering crit. Yeah, so her feats are actually exactly the same. Her feats are exactly the same. She has less charisma. Her stats are a bit lower. Her dex is lower as well. She had a +8 or a +9 on dex. So I guess the trade-off is you get like a +2 to dex and charisma or something like that. But you lose out on your fucking on any useful fucking favorite enemies. All right, let's take a look at this. So we got always a chance. Deadly aim mythic. Expose vulnerability. Yep. Oh. Oops. Arueshalae. Why does it keep closing? All right, rapid shot mythic. Yep, that's the same. Leaving shot. Point blank shot. Yep. Ranging shot. Yep. Flawless attack. Mm-hmm. Bigger they are. And improved critical. Yeah. Okay, so it's the exact same. She had 25 charisma, so she gets a... Is it a +4 on dex and charisma then? Potentially? Well, here. Okay. So I just pulled her up. So she's got a +2 to dex and a +4 to charisma. Ana's the same, Inta's the same, Wisdom's the same, Strength. Oh, and a +2 to Strength. So Evil Aru has a 15 Strength, a 27 dex, and a 25 charisma here. So she's got a total of +8 to her ability scores. But her stats are not as good. Or her stats. Her saves are not as good as if you were to redeem her, which I have not done because I'm only in chapter 3 here. That is insane. That is insane. Yes. That actually might be worth it. Could that potentially be worth losing the... That's a +2 to strike, that's a +1 to damage. And like I said, her charisma goes up by +2. Well, the ability score does. The modifier goes up by +2. So any charisma modded things go up by 2 as well. The +4 to attributes with companions quest, yeah. You get a +2 to all of your stats with that potion. Bakken's potion or whatever. Whatever the fuck his name is. The alchemy guy gives you that potion, gives you a +2 to all of your stats. Really fucking nice. You can get that potion of water. Yeah, he just shows up at some point. He's like, here you go. It's a little bit different than what you got to do to get it in Kingmaker, where it's like a game-long thing that you have to deal with, and then you finally get it. In Water, he just shows up. He's like, here you go. And it's a choice. You can accidentally choose to not get it. Jathal, Valerie, and Octavia? Really? I never paid that much attention. I did not realize that they got those. Huh. Interesting. Christian does as well. Okay. Because, like, I noticed that some of them... Okay, that actually makes sense, because I remember some of their companion quests, but only if you make him human. Oh, interesting. I remember some of the companion quests ending, and me being really frustrated because, there was no, like, tangible reward that I noticed. And I guess I just never noticed that their stats actually adjusted. That's pretty cool. If you make him angel, he gets wings for 20 turns and maximize his fire and healing spells. Oh, really? Interesting. Interesting. I'm fading really quick. I need a nap before I go into work today. I think I'm gonna call it here. It's a little bit early, about 8:30. It's a bit of a shorter stream because I was also a bit late. Also, Akbo, Ikun's dog, is best boy in the game. Yeah, a little bit of a shorter stream. Walking spoiler because he has 4 domain spells. Tristan is a walking contradiction. Yeah, I'm gonna go and take a nap before I go into work tonight. I am very, very sleepy. Yeah, this is the end of this week. Tuesday, we're gonna be continuing the Weedle run. On Wednesday, we're gonna start the first of a new trio of runs for Pokemon. We're gonna be doing Bulbasaur, and then Squirtle, and then Charmander. Bulbasaur on Wednesday, Squirtle on Friday. I almost said Thursday. And then Charmander the next Wednesday. So not on Saturday. We're gonna be going next Saturday. We're gonna be leaving Wrath of the Righteous behind. We're gonna be going back in time somewhat, and we're gonna be doing some Kingmaker companion auto builds. Harmonica bulbs, sir. Yeah, I'm gonna go to bed now. I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm gonna take a nap. I'm a sleepy boy. But yeah, that's the plan for next week. Thank you everybody for hanging out and watching. It was fun to get back into this and judge all of these fucking nerds on their stupids. Honestly, like, legitimately, both of those builds, as bad as Arueshalae's build is relative to her good/neutral counterpart in the favored enemy bonuses, the stat boosts might be worth it. I will never do it because I can't bring myself to do that to poor Arueshalae, but, you know, if you're a heartless fuck, it might be worthwhile. Staun's just pretty decent. He's a pretty decent frontliner, I think. Except, oh wait, no, he's not. Never mind. He didn't get greater mythic, or he didn't get mythic Vital Strike. And he just skipped a feat at level 19. Owlcat, please. Please. Just do the thing. But yeah, I'm gonna go. Thank you everybody for hanging out and watching. I appreciate y'all as always, and as always. I hope y'all enjoyed the stream. I hope y'all have a good evening. And I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye!